Hey guys, Scoti Garbidis here, and I am on the Gophercraft creative server that's running the snapshot. And if you guys don't know, Gopherboy kind of saved the inversion server. He's a great asset. He has really come through a lot of times to support everyone, whether it be the inversion crew, the guys on the In the World server. He was a lot of fun to have in the inversion UHC, and now he's hosting his own servers for a large group of us. And this is his vanilla snapshot server that's set to creative, and I want to mess around with the stained glass, and I think I know just how to say thank you. So I'm going to be building the Temple of the Gopher Boy. So let's see how this turns out. I hope you guys enjoy it. What's up, moonwalking sheep? Womp womp womp. Alright, I'm going to use some of these stone bricks, and let's get some of... Come on, come on, come on. Wait. Monster egg. We don't want none of that. We want... Come on. There you are. Stone bricks. Stone stairs. Maybe some cracked stone bricks and some mossy stone bricks to start with. I think that's what we're gonna want. Alright. What's up, sheep? So, I'm gonna need probably 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 16 across for a secret part of this project. So let's go ahead and go. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There. Now we've got enough space. That's how wide the end of the building is going to be. I'm going to go ahead and dump some of the foundation in here for the rest of the place, and we'll be back. All right, guys. We have got the foundation in all the way around. I'm also going to be putting in some doors in these two outer ones, probably a larger, taller window here in the middle perhaps. But let's move on to what I'm going to try and work out down here at this end. And I'm going to just go ahead, try it off camera, and we'll see how it turns out when I come back. So I'll be right back, guys. Bum, 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 bum. We have the stained glass Gopher Boy. What do you guys think? I think I've captured the essence of the Gopher Boy pretty well. And I'm super excited. Now it's time to finish the rest of this temple. I think I'm going to do some different colored stained glass. But anybody that comes to the creative server, the Snapshot creative server, I think you might enjoy checking out the Temple of the Gopher Boy. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys. We've got the framework here for the entire cathedral. And I'm going to be doing, since I had 3 by whatever windows there, 3 wide windows in these spaces, I'm going to do 3 wide windows in all of these spaces on the side here. And we'll see how that turns out. I'm going to fill all this in, get all the windows lined up, and then we'll talk about having a color motif. But so far, I am super excited about the Temple of the Gopher Boy. Alright, guys. We've got the framework for all the windows laid out. I think it's going to be a pretty sweet looking building. Once again, we've got the Gopher Boy glass in the one end. And I'm going to go ahead, put glass in all these windows, probably work on the floor. And I think the one difficult part I'm going to have is figuring out what to do with the front of the building. So I'm going to think about that while I'm taking care of all the stained glass and possibly the door down here. So I'll be right back with an update on how the temple is coming along. Alright guys, we're back. I decided to do some work on the doors, and the space is a little tight for double doors, but I was able to use the half slab laddering technique to stair step this up. It's a little messy right now, but I promise you, once I clean up this entryway, everything's gonna look spectacular. and the Gopher Boy is going to be very happy with his amazing cathedral that I'm building. And it's actually really simple on the inside. I did all the messy stuff out here in front because my plan is to put in some steps that lead down to cover all that up. So I think this is all going to work out just fine, and I'll be back once I clean this up, and then once I put the glass in, like I said before. Alright guys, I've got the lower level of windows done, and I decided to mess with the floor a little bit. I like this little pattern I came up with: the lapis block, the gold block, and the redstone lamps. Obviously this is very intense on some rare items, but I think it's going to pay off in the long run. And I'm loving the blue line in the windows, but I decided to use clear here so that we can let some natural light in as well, and we can still see the outside. Because if you guys haven't already noticed, the stained glass is rather foggy and hard to see through. So I wanted to make sure people could still get some outside light through standard windows. Alright, I'm going to work on the windows in the second level, and I will see you guys in just a second. Alright guys, I've been pretty busy working on the rest of the stained glass, trying to work on the design I'm going to use for the roof. And so far I am pretty pleased with everything that and how it's working out. I haven't decided if I'm going to bring these roof lines out all the way to the edge or leave them where they're at. I'm thinking I'm going to leave them where they're at, and I'm really digging this tall spire look that's going on right now, so that when you're walking up, I'm hoping to do a lot of clear glass so that when you're walking up you can still see the giant stained glass Gopher Boy through the entryway. But I still got to work that out. So let's go ahead. I'm going to keep working on this area right here, and I might actually even wrap up the roof before I come back. I know this hasn't been as much building of a Let's Build episode, but I think you guys are getting the gist of what's going on. We got these stair steps here to kind of fill in so it's not just like a block with a corner to a block, and I think it also helps give it that tall, rising, majestic feeling that I'm looking for, to kind of give it that classic temple or cathedral look. Alright guys, I will be back with more on the Gopherboy temple. Alright guys, I have the majority of the temple of the Gopher completed. I am not sure what I'm going to call it. The Gopherboy temple, the temple of the Gopher Boy. But it looks pretty awesome from the outside. At least I feel it looks pretty awesome. I like the yellow and blue with the clear glass motif that we've got going on. And I'm going to work on the entryway leading up to the Temple of the Gopher. But when you get down at eye level as you're approaching, you can see the giant stained glass gopher inside. And then when you enter, the Gopher Boy greets you with the giant stained glass Gopher Boy. And I'm pretty pleased with this design. It is pretty bright, which I think is a benefit. And I'm going to give you guys a look at the night view before we end this. I might do some flybys with some music just so you guys can check it out. But I'm going to kind of primp and fix up this area out here, and then I'm going to call it complete. So I will see you guys again very soon. Alright guys, here is the Temple of the Gopher. Hope you guys like it. I'd love to hear some feedback from you. But this is the road leading up to the Temple of the Gopher. You can see the Gopher Boy inside as you approach. The pool of serenity makes you take a step to either side, leads you inside the temple. And there you have it, the giant stained glass Temple of the Gopher. I'm really digging that pattern I used in the front there as well. I may have to use it in another cathedral in like a survival world or something, but I'm pretty pleased with this. Let's go ahead and we'll get some flyby footage. And let's cut to the music. Alright guys, there you have it, the Temple of the Gopher. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you next time for another Let's Build with Scoti Garbidis.